I used the word trade-off for somebody today, and the person thought that I was talking about yet another strategy for RoyalQ. Well, trade-off is a word coined by me. I'm not going to say invented by me because it's an English word, but it's not a strategy for RoyalQ, or maybe, well, okay, strategy. Oh dear. Okay, so this is one of my accounts. All these accounts are opened up. Everything is. Let me. All right, no problem. No, it doesn't matter. Okay, so like in this coin now, this XZK, and you can see that it's already going up in positive. But definitely this is not the percentage I had put, the percentage profit I had put there. This is not it. But for one reason or the other, I just want to get out of this trade. Maybe I think it's okay for me. Maybe I had wanted 20% and it has gotten to 10%, and I just thought, let me use my money, let me go in case it goes against me. Okay, so what I do is that I would just sell it, manually selling. That means I'm not waiting for RoyalQ to sell. You know, ordinarily when RoyalQ gets to the percentage profit I have put, it will sell off. But now I want to manually manipulate and sell. So I'll just come here and click on sell. Okay, and then I want to sell it. If you have a trigger price you want to put, like this particular trade, let me go back a little bit. This particular trade, I've already put a trigger price there. This is my trigger price. I want the robot to sell it when it is this price. Okay, and the quantity to sell I've already put there. But let's make it simple. You want to sell your own, just click on sell. If you know that you've already gotten to the stage, then if you want to sell it now, you put market price and then you click on sure. But since I don't want to sell, no devil will allow me to press the sure. So that's just to show you how to sell. That's what I mean by trading off when you are selling. I hope that is clear now, well taken in and understood. If you have a market price, you want to sell it, then you can put, if you have the price, the trigger price, then you can put it and then you press your sure. Okay, so that is it. That is how to sell off. I'm not going to be able to click on sure so that I don't sell off what I don't really want to sell off. Now, the other side of it is that you can also buy. You can buy more manually. We call it manual replenishment. You use this more often than not. Of course, you can't use it when your trade is. You use it when you are in floating losses and you just want to get out fast. So for instance, this gas now is on minus $0.667 deficit and minus 0.36 floating loss. You can see that I also have floating losses. This is another floating loss here. So it's not only you that you have floating losses, so we are all in it. Okay, so let's look at this gas. For instance, if I want to take gas out of this trade, I can come here and buy. This is called manual replenishment. There are two ways I know to getting out of floating losses. Actually, three. The very first one is that you increase your margin calls. Increase your margin call drops. You add more money. You put in more money. That is, you are increasing your budgets. And then it will draw your average price to the current price, and you will systematically get out of the floating loss. That's one way. The other way is this manual replenishment. I do not use it, I do not like it, and I do not recommend it. Because for me, it's just a waste of money, but that doesn't mean that you cannot use it if it catches your fancy. Now, if you click on buy, this is why I call it trade-off, because we are trading, we are buying, and we are selling. So if you click on buy, you will just put the trigger price. You may put the trigger price you want to buy at. Then you put the amount of money. Or you want to buy at the market price. You click on market price as well, and then you put the amount of USDT you want to buy. Okay, so for instance, if I say this one, I want to buy $100 more, you can see what is giving me estimated holding profit and loss is still at minus 0.05, $100 to something that is less than 1% floating loss. So you see why I don't use this. I don't like it. I don't recommend it. But this doesn't stop you from using it. Okay, so then I said there are 3 ways I know of getting out of floating losses. We've talked about 2. I said manual, you putting in more margin calls, and then this manual replenishment. And the very third one is patience. Now we've done our trade-off. We've done our own trade-off strategy by OK. So my dear brother, it is not a strategy of RoyalQ. This is why I had to do this, because I've been using trade-off for people. I don't know whether they didn't come out to say that they didn't understand it as my own lingo. Okay, so that is what it is, and you can use it if you want. Mind you, it's not only when you want to get in positive that you can sell. You can sell also. You can sell to cut off to cut your losses. For instance, if I look at this, maybe this exchange slash USDT, I stayed there for too long, and I just want to cut my losses, Joe. Although all these trades, I open my trades daily. All these trades were open today, so it's not a matter of it has been there for long. So, but if I think of it that, minus $15 out of my 195, that's okay. Minus 8.05%. If I look at the fundamentals around it, if I do some other checks, and I find that maybe there are negative news or whatever, and I look at it that this thing can continue to go down, I can decide to sell it off. That is just cutting your losses. We do it in other businesses as well. If you have goods that have been in your shop or in your warehouse for too long, and you are looking at it that instead of keeping this, let me just get back my capital, you can do that. You can sell it off just the same way, but that would be that you are selling off at a loss. You are cutting your loss. So in this place now, if I say I want to sell at market price, you can see that it's telling me that the estimated selling profit, this is what I told you earlier, it will still call it as estimated selling profit, but you can see that it's a negative. So don't be carried away when you see profit here and think that this 15 is for profit. No, this is deficit. This is minus 15.7. That's what you are going to lose if you sell at this point. I hope we understand this now when I say trade-off, when I'm explaining to you one-on-one. Okay, so that is it.